All right, good evening everyone, and it's Monday again. Ayan. Ayan, may nag-echo. So, ibig sabihin, we have audio, we're good. Ayan. Wait lang ha. Wait lang, dito yan matanggal. Ayan, there you go. All right, so, it's Monday, and lots of things already happened in the market. Gold dropped and it's going back again. So and crude did the same thing too, right? And at the same time, you have the major currency pairs moving in the direction where we are expecting for it to go, at least for today. And we'll see how we can go and set our trading plan for the upcoming week. So let's go and jump in na kagad sa chart. Okay, so this was last week's analysis. So looking at that, we were trading here, tapos ito nag-spike, tapos we are now waiting for the pullback, right? So meaning, tatanggalin ko na itong aking Fibonacci, okay? And of course, it's Monday. Let's go back to the daily chart. So we'll have a fresh look of the chart. Same drill. Babalik ka natin si to plain chart lang, okay? Or at least you have the EMA there. So technically, quick look, sabi ni EMA, uptrend pa rin tayo. Okay, good. Maganda yan. So ibig sabihin, yung dati nating ina-anticipate na reversal dito, hindi na. Okay, magbabago na yung analysis natin dito. Okay? So ibig lang sabihin, though we have that same horizontal line there. So touch from here and here, that is now testing or being tested as the floor level. So, ibig sabihin, my bias for this coming week is for this price to go there. Pag hindi naman, then madali na lang tayo mag-anticipate for a sell. Though, looking at the lower time frames, right, medyo may possibility of a, what do you call this? Of a reversal here, right? Pero of course, this is the first bar for today that's testing this level right here. So, I can't really say if it's a reversal that we are, sorry, a reversal from this uptrend is what we are seeing. Okay? But then again, tapusin ko lang yun sa D1 dito very quickly. Kung mangyari man yan, saan naman tayo nakaabang next? So, ito naman yung level na abangan natin papunta doon. So, technically, dito tayo nakaabang nung last week, right? So, tapos biglang, bakit siya? Diba? So, anyway, change of plans. Let's see how the market would progress this week. Okay, so tingnan natin. Little bit of an adjustment here. I don't want to disregard the levels, this and that. Okay, good. So tingnan natin. Ito yung spike. Balik, tinitest niya tong level na to. Alright. Now, if you're a bit conservative, just following D1 move, malamang ito yung uptrend na sinusubaybayan nyo. So, ibig sabihin, ito pa yung gusto nyo makita, yung bigger swings, right? Or yung bigger trend. So, technically, balikan ko lang, right? Malamang, sorry, ito yung unang swing, tapos ito yung pangalawa. So, baka dito pa kayo mag-buy, okay? For me personally, I would like to see if the price can be traded already somewhere there, right? So, dyan ako maghahanap ng buy area. So, anything above 70.47 or 0.7047. Oh, wait, just give me 1 second. Dali ha. All right, sorry about that. There's something flickering, tapos it's a bit annoying. I need to turn that off. But anyway, okay. So from here, okay, anything above 70.47 will be a buy for me. So pag nakakita ako ng strong price action dyan or any bar pattern that will convince me to buy, so it could be a pin bar or a bullish engulfing potential, that's where I'm going for a buy. Pag hindi naman, then possibly will be looking for a sell towards the next horizontal line, which is 69.80 or 69 or sorry 0.6980. That's the level that I am gonna set, or where I'm gonna set my take profit at. Okay, so tingnan natin yung mga possibilities, no? So if we are to expect for H4 to go that direction, kasi sa D1, antayin pa natin si D1 bar na mag-end, di ba? So that's a beautiful continuation bar daw. And I would not expect for a reversal on that daily bar anytime soon. But yes, it's still a possibility just in case that bar goes up right there for AUD USD. Simply because, right, we won't expect for any high impact news na for today, right? Especially for the dollar or the yen. Though you have something for housing market index tonight, but for the longest time it has been a what do you call this, a not so high impacting news, right? So a low impact news. Okay, though nasa list natin siya. So tingnan natin if that would affect. But tomorrow, on the other hand, we are to expect monetary policy meeting minutes, right? Relating to AUD, right? Why do traders care, right? If you go and check Forex Factory, they have a detailed, not necessarily like a detail, but a comprehensive note there on why do traders care. So just a read on this one very quickly. It says it's a detailed record of the RBA, which is the Reserve Bank of Australia, right? Of the board's most recent meeting, providing in-depth insight into economic condition that could possibly influence their decision on where to set interest rates. So, as we know, interest rates can highly affect the market's movement. So, tingnan natin if it would be good for Australian dollar or not. Okay, so more hawkish than expected will be good for the currency. So if it would be a little aggressive there, yung kanilang move, then it could possibly be good for Australian dollar, meaning we might expect for this to happen. So anyway, that will be few hours from now pa talaga, right? So I would not expect for that to affect the market already, but hopefully, yeah, tomorrow morning. So, ibig sabihin, if it will not be good for Australian dollar, we might expect for the price to go in this direction. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, while the price is staying here, ang una kong reaction, if I be monitoring a trade tonight, will be a sell first. Okay? Why? Because the price is below that horizontal line. Though sinabi ko kanina, this is a very good position to buy. But then again, take note, the price is below where I want to see a buy setup. So, ibig sabihin, anything above 70.47 yung sinasabi ko kanina. And this is not above 70.47. So, you are seeing a beautiful shooting star here that could possibly be my trigger. So, ibig sabihin, if the next 4-hourly bar can go up there and touch or test that level, I could see a potential bearish engulfing. That will be my first attempt. Sorry, that's the 1-hourly chart, by the way. 1-hourly bar. So, ibig sabihin, in just about 22 minutes, yan yung ma-expect natin. So, let's see how it goes. But this time, oops, that's a bearish engulfing already, pointing that direction. Pero for me, it did not touch that horizontal line. So, gusto kong i-touch niya yan, i-test niya yung level na yan, like a regular ceiling, right? Yun ang gusto natin makita, no? Alright, but for a 4-hourly chart, kung mapapansin nyo, nasa D1 tayo nakalagay. So, if you guys are interested in drawing a zone there and you say, sa D1 kasi Ken, pero sa H4 mukhang nagta-touch out na H4. Kumbaga nasa H4. H1 Ken. Yeah, kung kukunin natin itong H1 na touch dito, malamang yan na yung zone na nakikita natin dyan. Can we possibly use it? Well, of course, yes. Right? So, that's very interesting. That we're seeing this level right here on H1. So if you guys are already interested for an early sell, right, this is a very good looking setup right here. Just be mindful of the 0.6980 level, right? And again, sabi ko nga, I do not discount the fact that it can still pull back. In fact, if I go to my 15-minute chart where I usually wait for that EMA or the price action to touch the EMA, which is the orange line. So, hindi pa talaga siya nagta-touch. I don't want to be in the sell too early. I want that touching the EMA. So, as conservative as I want to be, I'd like to show you an example of that setup. Hahanap ako ng setup na like this. Right? Or at least very, very close. Right? Kasi bakit? Kung malayo pa yan, gusto nating ma-fill itong area na to eh. So, mapunuan niya muna yung area na yan. Right? For us to see more strength from the sellers pushing the price much lower. So, ibig sabihin, in this case, though the price, yes, it's very interestingly to see, napaka-tempting, no? Right? To see if the price, to jump in on a sell. Pero for me, as conservative as I can be, I would like to see the price coming close, if not touching the orange EMA that I have here set on my 15-minute chart. So, kasi bakit? For two reasons. Pag tinitingnan ko yung momentum on lower time frame, it has been moving this direction for quite some time now. So, knowing price action and chart patterns, it can go and do a pullback after like an extended period of either a spike, yung parang spike, up, or down. In most cases, nagkakaroon ng correction, right? So, you don't want to be caught up in that correction tapos biglang umakyat ulit si price before going down, right? So, yun po yung inaabangan ko. Okay, so as conservative as I can be, I will wait for that pullback towards the 15-minute chart's EMA at least. And of course, beautifully touching the resistance as well if possible, right? So, pero kung mangyaring dito pa siya sa area na to magta-touch, still that will be a good sell for me, right? But this could be a different story tomorrow, or if not tomorrow, on the next few bars. Ay, ang ganda ng drop niya. If this can go back up there and show us a different scenario in this case. Okay, baka mag-early buy tayo. Okay, why do I expect for that to go as well? If we will go for a fib, right, this is now touching the 61.8, and kung mag-breakout pa yan siya sa 61.8, then it would be a different story for us. Okay, so look at that. Price is really touching the 61.8. It's testing that level too. Okay, if we are to follow the trend, that is, okay, pero kung sabi mo, I can, hindi yan yung sinusundan ko na trend, then there's no point of drawing your Fibonacci here, because for me personally, no, Fibonacci levels works best if you're following a certain trend, because like it will tell you if the price has that strength to move further, right, and continue the trend. So in this case, dito natin inaabangan yung move niya na papunta doon. So just in case bumagsak pa siya sa 78 level, which is still a beautiful uptrend by the way, right? Kasi again, the slow is still higher than the previous. Okay, so still pwede pang mag-buy ulit dito. So if you want to be a little aggressive, you can go for that short-term sell already towards either the 78 level or the 69.80 na support level. So for me personally, if I am to go for a sell, sabi ko nga kanina, antayin ko muna itong pullback, then we go for it. Pero pag hindi nangyari yun dito, then naakyat, at least maliit na yung adjustment, then we can go for a buy, meaning this 61.8 level could be the catalyst, right? Or the bounce from the 61.8 would be the catalyst for a new trend, or sorry, the continuation of a new swing here, right? Giving that uptrend move. Okay, so yun yung magiging plano ko for the rest of the evening. Tingnan natin if that's something that we can take advantage of. Pag hindi naman, that's not a problem. It's so easy to like go and reassess our position. As long as, sabi ko nga, as long as you're taking positions or trades na mas comfortable kayo, hindi kayo nag-aalangan, diba? So, walang oomph, kumbaga. Okay, so if you're not confident in the position, then don't, right? You would rather move to a currency pair na mas confident kayo to take a trade, right? So anyway, moving on to NZD JPY, or NZD JPY, NZD USD. Sorry, I'm already thinking about the yen pairs, but anyway. Okay, so look at this floor price broken out of this level right here. Sandali lang, move lang ako closer so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So that's this area right here, okay, that was tested from here. Oh, sorry, not this one really, but this one, touch, break, touch, reverse, right? Sorry, not break, reverse. Okay, then eventually broken, tapos tinetest niya to. So almost identical to AUD USD, pero this time, ito nga, hindi pa niya talaga nabe-break yung floor level. So somewhere in this area could be an area to buy pa rin tayo. So a little bit different from the situation earlier. So AUD USD nasa baba ng horizontal line, kaya possible na mag-sell tayo first, right, before buying. Okay, so let's see how it would go, kasi ang high impact news for or relating to NZD is not until Wednesday, which where you'll have your RBNZ monetary policy, 'di ba? Bukas yung kay AUD, Wednesday yung NZD, right? So in this case, doon ko siya abangan further, pero initial bias ko talaga dito is a buy. So ibig sabihin, I would like to see that price move by about 20 more pips, touching the floor at 63.42. Tapos diyan ako mag-aabang ng buy. Okay, knowing that we would have back-to-back high impact news on Wednesday relating to the New Zealand dollar, right? RBNZ monetary policy statement. Then you have your what you call this RBNZ press conference as well. So tingnan natin how those things play out, and we can make good decisions or better decisions, right, relating to NZD. So, but then again, for me, is a buy very close or touching the 63.42. Okay? Tingnan nga natin sa lower time frame. Almost identical. Bumababa pa rin talaga siya dito sa area na to. The H1, that's beautifully touching. Right? Very, very close. Hanap tayo ng buy area dyan. Pero if you're following your EMAs, then that's totally opposite to what you are doing. Magbabay kayo when the EMAs have the EMAs are set up this way, like your orange is below the blue, right? I'm not sure kung ano lang naman yung EMA settings niyo, but for me, I would like to go for a buy if orange is above the blue. So since yellow or orange is below the blue this time, right? Or depending on your screen resolution, if it looks like yellow, right? then I would not go for a buy yet. Okay, so the conservative me would say wait for the crossover, pero some would say if you wait for the crossover, then that's too late, diba? So but then again, pag yung ang naging approach ko is to buy somewhere here, then hindi si EMA ang fina-follow ko po, but simply just the floor level, that is. Okay, that's it. Yun lang. Pero in that case, D1 is still pointing the same direction where I want to see the price go, which is up. Then it could be a lower time frame execution following D1's direction, right? I hope that made sense. But if it did not, go and let me know in the comment section, or as always, you can send me a private message so I can answer those things for you. Okay, silipin lang natin si 15-minute chart. Yeah, it's a little bit far. Sabi ko a close or touching EMA will be a much better setup for a sell. Okay. Yeah, but this look, bearish engulfing, can possibly lead the price towards that direction. So if you guys are selling NZD USD, just watch out for 63.42. That's the next floor that you would expect or anticipate for the price to bounce back upwards. So aggressively, pwede ka mag-set ng buy limit dito, right? And just go for the price to go up next. Yan, yun yung possible expectation mo. Okay? So if you're not trading based on price action pattern, right? And you're just trading based on support and resistance, so malamang sa malamang dito, nakaset ka na ng buy limit dito, anticipating for the price to go up next once it touch. Okay? Which is also good, right? Which is also good. It's a different approach. Purely trading on price, not exactly on price action patterns, right? So, pwede mo nang i-set up yan. Okay? Pero for me, I would like to wait for a touch here, then I will wait for either a hammer or a bullish engulfing setup or pattern before I go for a buy. Yeah. Okay. So next will be GBP USD. Okay, tanggalin lang natin si RSI. I would like to focus on price action and EMAs plus horizontal lines, yeah, to simplify the analysis, not to complicate it. All right. But anyway, beautifully priced have really held the 1.2246 level. 46? Yeah, tama. Tingin mata ko 26. But anyway, let's see. Let's reassess if we need to move the lines. Not really, but I think I need to remind myself of this area right here just in case. And just want to remind myself of that. So it could be an early reversal somewhere here. Okay? So tingnan natin, which is actually the price is already doing. Interestingly, right? A 3-bar pattern will possibly confirm this move back there. So ibig sabihin, this is like seeing a double bottom with a false breakout there. So some would like to wait for the price to really touch that level before going up. So tingnan nga natin. Magbe-breakout pa siya, no? We could be too early for a buy. Pero pag nag-sell naman tayo paglabas pa ng zone, that will be just like a 50 pepper move, right? But still reasonable. Yeah, tingnan nga natin. This one's touching pero very, very close to the floor. Makakatch tayo ng 20 pepper dyan, then baka siya mag-bounce. Sandali a very aggressive move like this one. Though you have, yes, yellow or orange below the blue, price have went down. But this is becoming very, very strong here, floor level. Diba? So you don't want to be like on a sell then eventually go up. Or baka ito na nga yung mangyari sa'yo eh. Diba? So there's a little bit of an oomph there, knowing that that's very, very close to a floor level. Yeah. Let me know. Let me know in the comment section. I won't take any trade here. I would like to know your opinion, right? Of what do you expect for GBP USD? Okay. Let me see. Just give me 1 second here, no? Okay. I'd like to go and and start a conversation on this group right here. Okay. So yeah, just doing a quick screenshot there. And while you are with me here, so just going for okay. So for you guys who are on the TGIFX, yeah, I have that little survey for you there. Break or continue? Yeah, I would like to see. Okay. All right, but anyway, there you go. That's the screenshot of it. I would like to see, for me personally, I would like to see a bounce here. Tingnan natin kung paano mangyayari dito. Okay? So I won't set any sell orders yet, but I'm very, very interested for a quick 20 pipper trade here. Very tempting. Balikan ko na lang. Yeah. If that's alam mo yung mga scenario na yan. Alam mo malapit siya sa floor pero gusto mo talagang kunin yung sell na yan. So, lipat ka na lang kaagad bago mo pasaktan yung sarili mo. So, sandali lang. Right? So, that's when you're like really turn into a trader basing his trade based on his emotion. Alam mo yun, hindi na siya naka-base dun sa chart na nakikita mo. Hindi na siya nagiging objective, that is. Yeah, I think that's the term that I'm looking for. All right. So, yes, if you guys were able to catch this, though it did not really touch the 1.0375 level here where this is our 61.8. Kung maalala nyo tong chart na to. Okay. So, we were expecting for the price to go as far... Oops, sorry. Not moving. Yeah, okay. So, that is the 61.8 there. So, that area right there. Okay. So, I hope you guys were able to catch that. Okay. So, beautifully, like we have said, nag-stay si market dito, but knowing that this is a downtrend here, so an extended consolidation here until it spiked towards the 61.8. Now we're seeing Euro USD moving in that direction, right? So as you can see, even if sabi ko nga I was expecting for 50 to really hold na, right? Pero nung nag-breakout siya dito, okay, it's clearly that this is still a pullback. So, if you are still anticipating for this downtrend, it can still possibly happen. Okay? So, kung ito pa rin yung inaabangan mo, I would say I would like to see that continue. Okay? So, in that case, a little pullback here, then a continuation of this downtrend is still highly possible. So, now your D1 is pointing the same direction as your lower time frames, right? Or your lower time frames are pointing the same direction as your D1, vice versa. So, ibig sabihin, it would be a sell for me on Euro USD if I'll be interested to be involved on Euro USD anytime this week. So, yun po ang abangan ko. A short position on Euro USD. If I'll be on my 15-minute chart, it would be a touch on my EMA before I go for a sell. So something like this, right? That happened earlier today that I was not in front of my chart. Okay, unfortunately, and the price went down. Okay, so sabi nga natin, hindi natin nahuhuli lahat, no? Pero then again, it's still better, right, to go back to the chart and reassess our position. So if the next opportunity will be somewhere in this area, saka ako magsasell ulit, right? So yun yung magiging trading plan ko until the market shows a different setup too. Okay, tingnan natin, no? So that's Euro USD. USD CAD have spiked already. Look at that, beautifully going. All right. If you were asking what led to that, I do not see any high impact news there for today. Okay, but surprisingly there, meron tayong 10:50, by the way, or almost 11 o'clock, where that's a medium impact news where you would expect for Governor Christopher Waller, if I have pronounced that correctly, right? He's Federal Reserve Governor, right? Who will be speaking or giving a speech at 10:50, right? Philippine time. So let's see how it goes. Pero I think there is something there, right? I think lang, no? Kasi itong spike na to, though kanina pa yan kung titingnan natin sa 1 hourly chart. And that news that I'm talking about was just released today. I mean, like at 8:30. So, ibig sabihin, hindi talaga siya yung naging reason, right, for USD CAD to move in that direction. Pero I think, in this case, right, this is highly influenced by crude's drop. Okay, as I have learned it from my mentor, US CAD and crude are inversely correlated. So if we can just go and peek crude, look at that. Take a look at crude, US crude. Price have been dropping. So ibig sabihin USD CAD on the opposite direction. So if you're kind of interested about that, yeah, you go and look at this correlation between USD CAD and crude, right? So let me know in the comment section as well what you have found out about that thing as well. Let me know, right? I would like to know your opinion and to know whatever you have researched, right, about the correlation of USD CAD and crude. Okay, so I would like to know or hear it from you later on. Okay? So, tingnan natin So, USD CAD, this is what's going on. Tingnan natin kung paano tayo mag-plan out. But that's a beautiful move right there. I did not expect it. Okay? I was expecting for a sell actually. Kasi bakit? I was expecting for a continuation of this head and shoulder pattern. It looks like it's gonna be this, right? If I will be looking forward for a sell on USD CAD. So tingnan natin. I was looking for a continuation of this. It did not go in that direction. Okay, so it's moving the opposite. So hanap ako ng good reasons again to go for a sell. Actually, sell na yung bias ko at the beginning. Buti na lang wala pang natitrigger. Initially, pending order was here for that bearish engulfing. Hindi pa siya nag-move, right? So, umakyat, then it is what it is. Okay? Abang tayo ulit ng panibagong setup. Right? So, ganun talaga reality. Hindi lahat natin nakahuhuli yan. So, kung magbabay ako, a little pullback. This one's interesting. Yeah. Kung ito ang mangyayari, pullback dito, dito yung area ko ng buy. So, it would be touching my EMAs as well. Right? So, papunta tayo doon. Okay? So, a little pullback na after nitong, tingnan nyo yung pa 15 minutes niya na move na break niya talaga yung resistance na yan. Okay? Pero, kung hindi man natin makatch ito, I'm still happy that crude price is going in this direction. Okay? Because as you know, every Tuesday in the Philippines, yeah, ina-apply yung rollback. So hopefully this could be another reason for a rollback. Pero again, hindi pa tayo tapos diyan ha. Balikan natin si crude mamaya. Tingnan natin kung ano ba talaga nangyayari diyan. Okay? So USD CAD, this is the plan. Wait for the price to go back down to 1.2855. Area and wait for either a pin bar or maybe a bullish engulfing. Diyan ako papasok. Okay? Again, if you are trading based on just support and resistance, not on price action patterns, then you can set a buy limit order there already, anticipating for the price to move in your direction. If not, you can simply set an alarm. That's another option. Yeah, or alert. Okay, set nyo yan. Pwede nyo gawin ganito. If you're not familiar with this, let me know how to set it up. Very simple lang naman yan eh. Right click. Oops, sorry. Right click, then go to trading, then alert. Right, this is on MT4. Okay, so meaning if the price goes down there, if you don't want to set any positions yet, at least, yeah, kung mag-ring man or mag-alarm yung alert yung PC nyo or yung laptop nyo, then that's one good reason to go back to USD CAD and set whatever trade you want to set. In this case, it's a buy for me. Okay? So, may alert tayo dyan. Jumping on to USD CHF. Okay? So, kung mapapansin nyo, hindi talaga si dollar ang malakas dyan. Kasi bakit? Kung si dollar talaga ang nagpo-push ng price, damay-damay pati USD CHF. Right? So, not necessarily. Malamang talaga sabi ko nga, USD CAD is being driven by that crude price. Okay? So, in this case, we are seeing a downtrend on USD CHF. Okay? Nag-umpisa yung drop na yan after, eto na nga, hindi na siya halfway through na lang siya dito sa big sideways natin. Then, na-break niya na yung floor. Alright? There's another level here being tested. Eto na siya ngayon. Okay? So, kung gusto nyo mas makita kung saan nanggagaling itong mga lines na to, and you're doing this session with me for the very first time, yeah, have a clean chart there. Tapos pansinin niyo itong mga levels na to. Okay, dito lang naman siya. Okay, so ito yung area na to, then ito yung dati niyang binrake, right? Okay, so kaya ano nangyari dyan? Merong iba. Okay, so saan na ba yun? Ayan, a little higher. Sorry. Doon lang tayo sa recent. Okay, ayan, nagkakaroon siya dyan. So, a little pullback there will be beautiful for us for this continuation, but we have a bit of a zone here happening. So, tingnan natin how things would progress for the rest of the week. For me, if I would like to go for a short-term trade, it would possibly be a buy, okay, towards that direction right there, okay? So, tingnan nga natin. Lower time frame. There's a crossover. Yep, that looks interesting. Thanks, Alexa. That's interesting there for a buy. Yeah, the spin bar is looking good. A 30 pepper. Yep, that's good. For a 70 pepper there. So at least a 2:1 target is looking nice. Right? This one's interesting more. Okay. I would like to go and check this out. Sandali ah. I'm very, very interested to get in now. Pero na, shoot. Wait. Huwag ka muna gumalaw. Hindi mo pwede sabihin kay market yun. Huwag ka muna gumalaw. Right? So anyway, sandali. Habang hindi pa siya talaga lumalayo. Last swing low. Entry price now. Right? So meaning, okay, let's see. We have a 30 pepper here. Okay, so just for the sake of this, gusto ko na siyang pasukin kagad. Setup na tayo dyan. No, that's not a pending order. Market execution. Yeah. Yan. Stop loss will be at 0.9405. Take profit will be 0.9500. Okay? Set na natin dyan. And we're moving by at market now. So let's see how the market progress. Okay? So tingnan natin. Right, that's bouncing off the EMA. Okay, towards that direction. Doon natin siya nakikita. Pero again, this is not a long-term trade. Kasi bakit? Pag abot doon, gusto naman natin makita yung sell. So let's see how it would progress. Pag hindi niya kinaya i-break yung 1:1, doon tayo magsaset ng trail stop. Pag naabot niya sa 1:1. Pag hindi tumuloy yan, okay na tayo sa 1:1 at least. Okay, so let's see how it would move for the rest of the evening. So anyway, pwede nating tulugan itong trade na to kasi may stop loss naman tayo. Right? Hindi katulad ng walang stop loss, ang hirap tulugan ng trade. Pero anyway, ito na nga. Nag-move na siya. So, let's see how it would progress for the rest of the evening. We're buying off the bounce from the EMA here. Okay? So, moving on to USD JPY, the 15-minute. Malay tayo dito. Anyway. Okay. Balik. By the way, if you think I'm talking too fast, then you can just pause every time you see me do the chart. Pause this video, especially if you're watching this on yung YouTube na recorded version. Okay, and for you guys who are with me right now, okay, you can just re-watch the video later on. Okay, and I'm on USD JPY. All right. Yeah, speaking of which, if you are watching this session on a much later time, please understand that the price have moved differently on lower time frames, right? By the time that you have seen this video. So, apply trader's discretion. Baka yung position ko kanina hindi na relevant sa inyo. So, go back to your chart. Yeah. So, we are now seeing a potential symmetrical triangle here where we see a little bit of indecision in this area, right? Kung hindi nyo nakikita yan, let me draw it. It is a downtrend. But the recent low is not lower than the previous. So if I will go for this higher low, then you will see the symmetrical triangle here happening. And in most cases, it can be a bearish flag or pennant, understanding where it is coming from. Okay? But then again, if you look at the bigger picture, ito medyo may konting contradiction dito na if you will follow the bigger trend or the bigger picture, the trend is uptrend. Okay? So baka nagkakaroon ka lang ng consolidation dito. So in that case, mas maigi talaga na if you're seeing a symmetrical triangle, then yeah, might as well wait for the breakout before you go and be involved in that trade. What breakout? Breakout from that symmetrical triangle. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So tingnan natin how can we take advantage of that move. Paano din natin ma-identify yung entry price natin. Pero conservatively, a very straightforward answer is sell if the price will go and stay in this area right here at 131.58. So, as long as it will stay above, then malamang bullish pa rin talaga yung magiging bias natin. Okay? And, ibig sabihin, buy yung hahanapin ko for that matter. So, ibig sabihin, tingnan natin. Breakout pa rin talaga. Breakout pa rin talaga ang aabangan ko dito. Okay? So, that is USD JPY. Gold is done with that correction. It has gone back down. Okay. And then again, sucks to be me. Missed that move again. Yan. Right? While we were in here 45 minutes. There you go. Yun na yung spike niya doon. And it has dropped by about 100 pips there. So that's actually what I was waiting for. If you notice, dito kaagad yung chart. Pero anyway, let's reassess where it is going now. It could possibly go and continue this uptrend. That sell that I was anticipating for is to see if this can go back to the floor there. So I was anticipating for a continuation of this breakout. Pero then again, yun na nga, hindi natin nahuli yun. That spike is done. Okay? And if I will go and sell here for that reward to risk ratio, not worth it anymore. And galing siya dun. Kung mapapansin nyo, breakout, galing siya dun sa touch, EMA, ito na yung breakout, then ito, no? So, no need to chase that move anymore. Tingnan na lang natin how it goes for the rest of the evening. Babangan ko na lang. Hindi na ako kapasok. Pero, ito, kagaya ng sabi ko nga sa inyo kanina, I will look for the bounce, tapos, right? Anticipating this one. Ito na yung pinaka-ideal ko na entry. Right? Pero tapos na yan. Nauna na yung spike niya. Mamaya na lang ako ulit sa gold. Pero tingnan natin ha. If that price can continue, 1767 is the floor to check out. But if not, again, D1 is still looking good for an uptrend. If you notice that rally right there, since it touched the 16,000, or sorry, 1600 level dito the last time, 1679. Right now, it has broken through that level. So, tingnan natin how it goes from here. Right? Tapos na yung sell na inaabangan ko. So, relax na sana yan. Pero, I would love to see another opportunity from gold anytime soon. Right? So, that opportunity for me, again, personally, would be a sell towards the floor. I'm just looking for my re-entry back to the 15-minute chart. So, pag bumalik yan doon, then I would be interested again. Okay? Pero this one, I am like late by about 40 pips. So, I don't want to chase it anymore. I don't want to be caught dun sa correction niya bago bumaba. So, ibig sabihin, sana dito na lang ako pumasok. Alam niyo yun, yung mga sana moments. Anyway, so that's the plan for gold. If it goes back up, by the way, then it will be a long-term buy as D1 is an uptrend still. Okay? So, silver is looking almost the same, right? Still coming from that ceiling right there. And sabi ko on the last webinar that we have, for the longest time, I was not even interested looking at silver, but recently, it got my attention. And though I'm not actively trading it yet, okay, I'm going back to reviewing everything I've read and learned about silver, and hopefully I can get back to like trying to get to know silver again. Pero yeah, I'm trying to see which one is really applicable. The EMAs are not really helpful recently trying to understand silver, so I think I'm gonna remove that indicator now, and I think there's a different way. Kagaya ng sabi nga nila, no, if you have someone that you want to like be friends with and iba yung ugali niya, then you need to like have a different approach. So I think silver is that way. So tingnan natin, no. I think it's better if I will focus on support and resistance. That's what I'm thinking right now. So ibig sabihin, kung yun ang mangyayari, dito na lang tayo magfo-focus, right? So silver, yun, di pa rin ako magpapalit dyan. Then touch here, pero masyadong close, right? I think I'll go for the major levels, right? Then this one. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, this bearish engulfing, pag nagtuloy-tuloy, then we could possibly have until dito sa 19.84, then move up there by, then ito, okay, towards a potential head and shoulder pattern confirmation. Pag hindi, then it would be an uptrend, right? So, yeah, that would be my plan for silver. Let's see if towards the end of the week, magkaroon ako ng opportunity to finally get back to trading silver. Though, again, sabi ko nga, as previously, I was not really actively trading silver, though right now it really caught my attention. Anyway, going and checking crude, right? A little bit of a correction is expected as it touched this short-term floor level right here. For the longest time, I've been waiting for the 84.39 floor level to be touched, pero hindi pa. So hopefully, this rally can lead to that move, right? And we could expect 4 more rollback, right, sa ating diesel for the next coming weeks, right? Pero sabi ko nga, do a little research about what I mentioned earlier about crudes and USD CAD's correlation. Let me know what you have found out, and I would love to, discuss it with you. Okay, and so here, if you guys are expecting to trade crude, a downtrend is likely to continue. Again, D1 is really looking good after this big drop right here. Okay, that's really, really beautiful. So let's see if we could expect for a continuation, right? So rule of thumb, if I am anticipating for a downtrend, I need to see this low break the previous low para magkaroon tayo ng momentum dito. So pag ganun yun, then ibig sabihin a pullback is really expected and that direction. Okay? So hindi ibig sabihin bumalik to, hindi tama yung downtrend na ina-anticipate natin. Okay pa rin naman yun kasi ito dito is parang like a rest or a pullback, no? Bago siya mag-rally ulit or mag-drop ulit. Okay? So, quickly on Bitcoin as well, it's really struggling to break the zero level after bouncing off the 61.8 or close to the 61.8 level. But obviously, we have a new high in this area. Okay? So, we have a new high there. So, tingnan natin if the price can go and set a new record at least for the last 3 months, including June, no? Na bumagsak yan at yun, pabalik pa lang siya. Pero, sabi nga natin, hindi isang bar lang ang pupunta doon sa 28,000 mark na yon. So, tingnan natin how could Bitcoin can rally towards that area right there. So, let's see. I'm confident, though I'm not trading Bitcoin now, for the sake of the people who requested this. So hopefully, this is helping you out as well. Let me know. So hopefully your Bitcoin can turn back to not necessarily its glory right away. That's still a long way to go. Pero yeah, we hope that it can break the 28,000 level para at least yung mga nag-hold dyan right? Gumaan-gaan ng konti yung loob, right? So, and as we know, Mondays are always longer than the other session. So, we'll jump in to the yen pairs very quickly. Bilisan ko na lang po if I'm taking too much of your time, right? Tingnan natin, no? Is there something new here? Ooh, look at that. Hindi na tumama talaga doon. We're anticipating for this continuation, right? Tapos bumagsak, sobra-sobra. Sayang. But I hope you guys were able to catch some move here from last week based dun sa mga webinars natin. So, if this is going in that direction, then this is an early reversal here, which is still reasonable, right? Minsan talaga yung mga double top and double bottom, hindi naman siya as perfect as we want to see it or like compare it to the drawings that we saw on Google or any material that we have. Sometimes like a lower one will be an early reversal as well, right? So that's totally fine. Okay, so yun na nga, nandito siya, then a continuation towards the next floor at 92.02. Balikan ko lang ha, kung ito pa rin naman ba. Yeah, mukhang ito pa rin yung i-keep natin. Our line chart is saying so. Yeah, yun pa rin yung average ng yung sa close price natin. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, I would not expect for for the breakout. Yep, anytime soon. But then again, if it breaks through, then it will be a sell further. Okay? So, in this case, short term, pull back as always, then saka tayo mag-sell. Kaso nga lang, sabihin natin, may mga scenarios talaga na ganito na medyo malayo siya, right? So kung medyo lumapit-lapit yan ng konti, baka naging interesado tayo. Ano? Okay? Ideally nga yung touching So, yeah. Sometimes what you can do is to try to like draw your fib levels if you may, or if you want, okay? To find those levels pag hindi talaga hindi siya nagta-touch sa EMA. Pero ako, conservatively, I would like to see the touch. Okay? NZD USD is doing the same thing. Or sorry, NZD Yen, right? As you notice, AUD and NZD pairs like tend to have like identical chart. Right? Pero hindi naman ganun lagi. Katulad nitong drop na na-experience natin. Ito si NZD USD biglang bumalik. Okay, so now we're looking at the downtrend here, possible reversal. Earliest will be a sell. Same pa rin naman na scenario. Just be watchful on that 83.42. Yeah, be watchful for that 83.42 level. Tingnan natin if it could break it or baka dyan ulit siya mag-bounce like in the past. Okay? Now, Euro Yen on the other hand, hindi na talaga siya tumuloy doon. Ito yung ina-anticipate natin, no? But nung una, right? Nung una. So, dito nag-break na naman siya. I cannot remember if we did this, but anyway, I'll do it now. I'd like to see. Ooh, yeah. Okay, now I know why. Okay, so, yun na nga. Hanggang dun yung 61.8. So, 50 Feb ang talagang hindi na kinayang i-break. So, but it was at least above there. So, reasonably, pwede kang na-stop out dito. Then, reassess your position for this beautiful pin bar right there for 170-ish pips move from last week. Okay, so, woo, that's beautifully going on that direction. All right, so if you are trying to go and catch another train towards the sell of Euro JPY setup or position, then a pullback is likely to be expected if you want to follow this downtrend on H4. So, ibig sabihin, ito yung abangan mo na move then before selling. So, conservatively, you want to really go and see it touch the resistance. Early sell will be touching your trend line, right? If we go and redraw our fib levels there and going for that short-term move, we are on H4 by the way. So yes, that will be somewhere at 38 or maybe 50 up to like the 61.8. Okay, so pwede nyong gawing level or areas yan for selling again. So I'll keep that there. Let's see how it goes for the rest of the week. Yeah, pound yen, is it the same scenario? No, it's not. Okay, we're still seeing that potential descending triangle there. Pero balik lang ako sa ating line studies. If we are to keep the same horizontal line, I don't think we are to keep the same level. think we are to adjust this now. Parang nag-iba na yung move niya. I'm seeing a slight difference on what we want to see. I think we draw it on a much lower time frame kaya. But anyway, I think I would like to remove this now. So this is the beautiful part of having a fresh look on your chart again. Let me just stretch it here. Parang interesado ako si dito. Okay. So pwedeng a little lower. I'll be conservative on where it would possibly drop if it will continue. Right? So if it would, then it will be lower than this one. Okay, good. So it would be a sell if I'll be interested with pound yen. It would be a sell bouncing off this level muna. Okay? So yun yung magiging plan ako. Let me see the 15-minute chart. Is it touching? No, it's not. Sayang. This one's ideal pero it's close to the floor, which is not so good, right? This one is little closer and touching the ceiling. Yep. So kung mangyayari, pwede siyang bumalik doon saka tayo pumasok ulit. That is if I'll be interested with pound yen for tomorrow or the rest of the evening until tomorrow and review on Wednesday. Yeah. So yun yung magiging plano ko for pound yen. And looking at, it's kind of messy on this one. Yeah. I think now I understand the previous coaches I worked with when they said they don't want to trade the Swiss. Okay. Yeah. Kanina, nung una, ang ganda-ganda nung uptrend yan dito tapos biglang nawala. Pero this is still a valid downtrend just in case you're using your channel right here. It is still within, I think. Yeah. That's still within. Okay. So ibig sabihin, you have this like diagonal support and resistance. Okay, so it's still a downtrend to see if it would possibly continue that direction. Pero pag hindi, then this breakout could really break this downtrend forming CHF yen here. So if I'll be interested, I'll buy sa taas nitong channel na to. Pag hindi, it will be a sell, which is kind of looking good for a sell here on your H4 toward H1. Kailangan niya lang ng a little pullback before we can go. Yeah, so much mas maganda tong rally na to sa tingin ko kaysa dito. It went sideways here. So this could be the catalyst of a much better setup there for a short on Swiss yen, right? Okay, so that's my Swiss yen point of view. And last but not the least, si CAD yen, which hindi ko na talaga to na i-trade since we got stopped out, if I can remember it correctly, somewhere here. We were anticipating for that move. Tapos, hindi ko na siya nabalikan hanggang umakit doon, bumaba dito. Hindi na talaga ako nakapasok sa kanya. But I think I remember saying I was not interested at this point. And I think I'm gonna carry that over till today. I am not interested to get in on CAD yen yet. It's quite difficult to say where it wants to go. Pero one thing is for sure, this is a floor level. So, ibig sabihin, I would like to go for a buy here. And a little check if I'm to keep that level. Yes, I am. Still a significant level to watch out for. A ceiling would be the same, yes. Right? And probably it would be a little conservative if I will be putting that line here. Yeah, parang ganyan. So, ibig sabihin, ang area na mas magiging interesado ako is pag nag-bounce siya na lang off dito. So, tingnan natin to. Pag hindi, then it would be a different story, right? So, but then again, we have one trade there running on USD JPY. USD Swiss. Yeah, but Swiss yen is quite a different story. Ang hirap niyang timplahin, and CAD yen, the same thing, okay? Pero anyway, those are the major currency pairs and the yen pairs that I have on my list for the Monday live market review. Let me know of the currency pairs or assets that you want to like monitor for the rest of the week. Let me know in the comment section, and or you can go and send it directly to me on my Facebook account. Yeah, send me a screenshot if there's something else that you notice or something. But anyway, thank you again so much for spending your time with me. I know on a Monday laging mahaba yung session natin because we are really going through the currency pairs with more details kasi yung Wednesday and Friday natin is just checking up on them, right? So I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Thank you once again. Yeah, there you go, cats. Right, so yeah, you guys have a wonderful week ahead of you. And again, always remember, take every information that we have discussed here with a grain of salt. This is not an investment advice, but instead for your general and education. Right? This is general commentary and for your educational purposes only. Right? You guys have a wonderful week. May the pips be with everyone. I'll see you guys Wednesday, 8:30. Bye for now. Cheers, everyone.